So, the Jackson Devine comeback story. Let's talk about that for a second. It's been a while since I've seen something like this where it's just, we're going to continue this until it actually happens. I mean, this has been going on for a while, and now this man has a chance to finally prove whether it's all for show or not. Now, if you guys don't know, Jackson Devine has been on this comeback tour of recent. It's like a big arc for him. Well, in Japan, he's going to have a fight on Fight Night. Obviously, he made this whole studio, so I'm very thankful for it. So, he is taking on Mike Wilder. At least what I've seen from him. He hasn't had a fight before. So, this is another interesting fight that Ray has made. Because you have one guy who has this whole gimmick, which is, I'm going to get back to being a championship contender. Taking on a guy who's never fought before, so Mike Wilder, this is probably a bigger fight for him than Jackson, in all honesty. He wants to get on a roll. He wants to defeat a veteran, a guy who has a lot of potential, but it's on a little skid. Now, this is good for both guys. I think this is an even fight, because I've never seen Mike fight before. Jackson's motivation is a comeback win to get himself into the conversation, get a few more victories under his belt, then fight for the title. Versus Mike Wilder, who's never fought before but wants to prove himself. I don't think anyone is getting pushed at this point. I think both guys, this is a perfect fight for them. You're not putting anyone against the scrub. This is a very evenly matched fight. And let's see what Jackson Devine does. So we also need to talk about why this whole thing has been going on. Well, Jackson Devine, he's 2-4 right now. I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. What road does Devine need to take in the welterweight division right now? I think that's where we're at. Let me go check. It is... Yeah, no, we're in the middleweight, actually. So that would mean that Mike Wilder... Okay, so here's what it is. It's going to be like a crossweight. It is a welterweight bout, but Devine's technically in the middleweight division. So this brings up a lot of interesting facts. Is Jackson moving down to welterweight? Or does he just want to fight a welterweight so he can get back into that groove he wants? Consider the fact that how contested middleweight really is with all the pieces, so many guys who could be title contenders. It's going to be a tough road to reach. So I would say if you want the clearest path to that comeback road, I would say go through some guys at welterweight, maybe a few at middleweight, and then get to your title shot. Because in all honesty, it's going to take a very long time. It's going to take at least 5 wins for Jackson to really be in the conversation at this point. You don't want him under 500, and you don't want him at 500. You want a formidable challenger to the title. And I think he can mount up this. The thing is, this is a very big long shot. But I could see it could happen. I mean, he's got the work ethic. He's got the motivation. But it's what we're all wondering. Why does he want this? And is he going to get it? And that's been the question in my mind for a while when I did see this fight come up. Obviously, Devine had been working with Ozzy. They're very close. So maybe, and this is one of the things I'm hoping for when it comes to Jackson Devine, will he have Ozzy in his corner for the fight? Very interesting proposition. Very interesting idea. Mike Wilder's not going to have a lot in his corner, is he, though? I haven't seen him talk about the fight. I've seen Jackson talk a lot about the fight. At this point, I don't have much for you guys in this topic. But I can give you a clear prediction. I think Jackson's going to win this fight, and I think he's going to do a very good job. I don't think he's going to get the knockout because this is a 4-round fight. But there's definitely a chance. The thing about this fight to me is that it's going to prove a lot about these two guys. In my opinion, if Jackson loses this fight, he's done. If Mike loses this fight, it is going to show a lot about him as a contender in the future. This is a very telling fight. It's probably the most important fight on the Japan card. So I'm going to ask you guys, Jackson Devine and Mike Wilder. How do you feel about this fight? And do you think that this fight is as telling as I said it was?